Rated T for teen.
Soul Calibur 4, we're really excited because we've upgraded every single piece of the game. One of the new characters that we've added for Soul Calibur 4, which we're really excited about, is Hilda, who is basically a female knight, and she's very different from other characters in that she actually wields two weapons, a short sword as well as a spear. One of the great new features in Soul Calibur 4 that we're adding is the online functionality. We're bringing the game online for the first time ever, so you can be able to play against any player around the world and see who the real master of Soul Calibur is. The soul gauge. And what that does, that measures the amount of damage and amount of defensiveness a player has. So the more defensive and the more damage a player is, what will happen is that their soul gauge, which is going to be a jewel right by the damage bar, it basically measures that. And it'll go basically get weakened and go redder and redder. And up to a certain point where it'll be flashing. What will happen is that once your opponent pulls off a strong attack, it'll break your guard. And at that point, it'll open you to being able to get your equipment destroyed. One of the new pieces that we added in the soul gauge is what we're calling the critical finishing moves. And after your equipment has been destroyed, what that is, it leaves you open to being susceptible to these finishing moves. Each of the Soul Calibur characters have their own signature finishing move that comes with spectacular effects. When your soul gauge has been weakened again and your equipment has been destroyed, when that character pulls off a strong attack, what they can do is when they press all attack buttons, they can pull off these devastating finishing moves that will end a round regardless of your health. So with the character customization, there are a lot of different things you can do with the character. You can change in weight, you can change your coloring, you can change the way they look in terms of the armor, their fighting style. So there's definitely a lot of customization and customizable features in there. And you can actually take those characters and play against the other characters or other players in different versus modes, online or offline. So instead of just customizing your character visually, what you'll be able to do is as you customize that character, depending on the armor and the weapons you use, what will happen is that it'll add different stats and attributes to your character. So you either make your character more offensive, more defensive. Soul Calibur 4 will be available on July 29th for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3.